Jaraja Nijamano Kurusudhari Barano Raghuvara Vimala Jasu Jodayaku Palachari Buddhihin Tanu Janike Sumiram Pavana Kumar Balabudi Vidya Dehu Mohi Harahu Kalesa Vikar Jaya Hanuman Gyana Guna Sagar Jaya Kapishati Hun Loka Ujjaya Kanana Kundala Kunchita Kesa Hatha Vajroro Dvaja Viraja Kande Muja Jane Usaja Shankara Suvarna Kesari Nanda Teja Pratapa Mahajagabanda Vidyavan Guni Ati Chatu Amakaj Karibe Koatu Prabhu Charitra Sunibe Korasiya Rama Lakana Sita Manavasya Sukshma Rupa Dharisya Hindikava Vikata Rupa Dhari Lanka Jarava Bhima Rupa Dhari Asura Sanhare Ramachandra ke kaaj sanware Kaya sajivan lakhan ji aaye Shri Raghuvira harshi urlaye Raghupati kinhi bahut baraye Tum mama priya bharatai samabhai Sahasavanan tumaro jasagam Asakai Shripati Kanta Lagam Sanakadika Brahmadi Munisa Narada Sharada Saita Isa Jamakubera Digapala Jahante Kavi Kovilda Kaisa Ke Kahante Tuma Upakara Sugriva Inkinha Rama Milaya Rajapadadina Tumaro Mantra Bibhishana Mana Lankeshwar Bhai Sabha Jagajana Juga Sastra Jojana Parabhanu Nilayota Imardura Palajan Prabhu Mudrika Mile Mukamahi Jalalilangi Gaya Charajanahi Durgama Kaja Jagat Ke Jete Sugamanugra Tumare Tete Rama Duare Tumara Kawari Otanagya Binu Pesari Sab Sukh Lahe Tumhari Sharana Tumara Chak Kahu Ko Dharana Apana Tej Samaro Ape Tino Loka Hangatin Gambe Bhuta Pisach Nikatana Inave Mahavir Javanama Sunav Nase Roga Hare Sababira Chapata Nirantara Hanumata Vira Sankatate Hanuman Churave Manakrama Bachana Dhyana Jolava Sarva Pararama Tapasvi Raja dina ke kaj sakal tum saj aur manorat jo koi lave soi amit जीवन पल पाओ चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा हे प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियार साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धिनो निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पास सदा रहो रघुपति के दास तुम्हारे भजन राम को पाओ जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसराओ अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहां जन्म हरि भक्त कहै और देवता चित्त न धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलवीर जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई जो सतवार पाठ कर कोई छूत ही बंद महासुख होए जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होया सिद्धि साकी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा कीजे नाथ हृदय महादेव Tanaya Sankatarana Mangala Murti Rupa Rama Lakana Sita Sahita Hridaya Vasa Surabupa Mangala Murti Martananda Sakala Amangala Mula Nikandan Mangala Murti Marutanandan Sakala Mangala Mula Nikandan Calling out to hungry hearts everywhere through endless time. You who wander, you who thirst, I offer you this heart of mine. Calling out to hungry spirits everywhere through endless time. Calling out to hungry hearts, all the lost and the left behind. Gather round and share this meal. Your joy and your sorrow, I make it mine. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram 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 Sitaram 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijamano Mukuru Sudhari Parano Raghubhara Bimala Jasu Chodayaku Palachari Buddhihina Tanu Janke Sumiram Pavana Kumar Bala Buddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi Harahu Kalesa Bikara Siyavara Ramachandra Padaje Sharanam Jai Hanuman Jnana Guna Saga Jai Kapti Sati Loka Ujjaya Ramadutta Tulita Baladhama Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanam Mahavir Vikrama Bajrangi Matindivara Sumati Kesan Kanchana Varana Viraja Subesa Kana Kundala Kunchitakes Atta Pachra Uradwaja Viraja Kante Munja Jneusa Shankara Suvana Kesari Nanda Teja Pratapa Mahajagabanda Vidyavana Guni Atichatu Ramakaja Karibeko Prabhu Charitra Sunibe Korasya Ramalakana Sita Manabasi Sukshmarupa Karisya Hindakava Vikatarupa Darilanka Jarava Imarupa Dari Asur Sanghari Ramachandra Kekada Sanwa Laisa Jivan Lakana Jiaye Shira Kuvira Rashiralai Raghupati Kinhi Ohotabarai Mama Priya Paradai Samabhai Sahasabadana Maro Jasagavan Asakahi Shri Partikandalagav Sanakadika Brahma Munisa Narad Sharad Sahita Hisa Yamakuvel Digapal Jahanti Kapikobita Kayasake Kahanti Kuma Upakara Sugriva Ingina Rama Milaya Rajapadadina Maro Mantra Vibhishana Mana Lankeshwara सब जग जान। युग सहस्र जो जन परबान, लील्योता ही मधुर पल जान। प्रभु मुद्रिका एले मुकमाही, जल दिलांगी गाये अक्षर जन्मा। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे देते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवार, होतना आज्ञा इनु पेसारे। सब सुख लाए तुम्हारी शरण, तुम्हारा चक काहू को डर। आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कांपते। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जप नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीर। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम भक्षण ज्ञान जो लावे। सब फार राम तपस्वी राजा, इनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो को लावे, सोए अमित जीवन पल पावे। चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियार। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता, असपर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दास। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई, जन्म हर बात कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करे। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमेरे हनुमत बलबीर। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सतबार पाठ कर को, छूत ही बंदी महासुख हो। जो यावर हनुमान चालीसा, होया सिद्धि साकी गौरीश। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजे नाथ हृदय महादेव। पवन तनय Sankatarana Mangalamurti Rupa Siyaram Ramalakana Sita Sayita Hridaya Vasau Smurabhupa Siyavara Ramachandra Adaje Sharanam Mangalamurti Marutananda Sakala Mangalamula Nikanda Mangalamurti Marutananda Sakala Mangalamula Nikanda Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Sitaram, 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 Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, Sitaram, Jai 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 Jai Sitaram. Ram Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman Ki 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Sitaram, 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 Jai Sitaram. 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 Ram Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman Ki 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Sitaram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Sitaram. 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 Solo Ram Lakshman Lakshman Jan ki jai, bolo Hanuman ki. Ram Lakshman Janaki jai, bolo Hanuman ki. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram ne Sita Ram. Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram ne Sita Ram. Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram ne Sita Ram. Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram ne Sita Ram. Bolo Ram Lakshman Janaki jai, bolo Hanuman ki. 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
All right, friends. I hope some of that practice, whatever you're able to complete, was beneficial for you. Some kirtan. That's kind of how my lights are right now. It's kind of interesting. I'm really grateful to be here with you practicing and sharing a little bit of my practice and some things that have moved me. Those particular kirtans, the Hanuman Chalisa, which we can look into more. And then also the prayer from the Gates of Sweet Nectar that Krishna Das. By the way, check out Krishna Das, who's gracing us with his amazing voice. Very beautiful stuff. Go to his website. Yes. But I wanted to share with you this prayer, calling out to hungry hearts everywhere through endless time. You who wander, you who thirst, I offer you this heart of mine. Calling all you hungry spirits everywhere through endless time. Calling all you hungry hearts, all the lost and the left behind. Gather round and share this meal. Your joy and your sorrow, I make it mine. Yeah, and this intention just really driving a lot of my work. This wonderful being, Neem Karoli Baba, who's helping guide this practice and bringing forth this wisdom and compassion that we're trying to practice. I would like one of my heroes and teachers, Krishna Das, will do a quick 6-minute video teaching from him now, and then maybe discuss it a little bit, and then go into more kirtan, and then we'll be done. Okay, so let's listen to Krishna Das, and let me make sure it's working. Hold on. Yeah, it should work.
Well, you know, I couldn't do that when I was a kid. Couldn't sing those songs because it wasn't happening in my house. I was born Jewish on my parents' side. So.
That wasn't happening. And when you get old, the things you couldn't do when you were a kid, they becomes your favorite thing. You know, I get emails from people when I sing that song. And they say that they don't like that I sing that song. It's amazing that in this day and age.
He's talking about the song Jesus on the Main Line. So he's singing about Jesus and coming out of, you know, we're working with Neem Karoli Baba, who's coming out of Indian framework and background. So now he's exploring the song he has called Jesus on the Main Line for some context.
There are still people out there who can't stand to see a Jewish kid who made good. I don't get it. Well, you know, I had an attitude about organized religion, especially in the West. I didn't really like it. And I never had much to do with Christianity while I was in America before going to India. So imagine my surprise. I was sitting in a little Hanuman temple with my guru, Maharaj-ji. And he looks at us and he says, Hanuman, Krishna, and Christ are the same. Terrific. Just what I wanted to hear. But he began to talk to us about Jesus, you know. And there was such sweetness and such depth of emotion when he would talk about him that we were really in awe. We were shocked. Now, Maharaj-ji was a fairly unusual saint, as you've heard. He didn't write books. He didn't give teachings, formal teachings. He didn't give lectures. He didn't initiate people, you know. He just shined like the sun. And all we like to do is sunbathe, you know. Just sit around in that sun and bathe in that love, you know. So this Canadian guy shows up one day. And he's here. I always tell this story wrong, but hell with it, I'm going to tell it anyway. It was Raghu. He showed up. And he didn't know the way Maharaj-ji is. So when Maharaj-ji said to him, what do you want? Why did you come? He thought he should give like a spiritual answer, you know. So he said, could you teach me how to meditate? He never talked about that stuff. He talked about your families, what's going on in your family, who's this, who's that, and that. But he never talked about those kind of things like that. So he just said to Raghu, go in the back with the other crazy people, the Westerners. Go on, get out of here. And as he's walking away, he says, just meditate like Christ. Oh, go on. So he came to the back of the temple where we were hanging out, and we were kind of debriefing him, you know. Where are you from? What did Maharaj-ji say to you? He said to meditate like Christ. Jesus. But then we thought about it, you know. And if he said that, then he must know. He must know how Jesus meditated. And so, okay, we thought when he comes back to be with us, we'll ask him. Because we're always trying to get him to give us some discipline, some practices to do, you know. But he didn't seem to do that much. When we asked him, how do you find God? He said, serve people. When he said, how do you raise Kundalini? He said, feed people. What do you do with that? How do you understand that? You know, it's like, wait, I got to do something. Tell me what to do. We just couldn't understand where he was coming from and what he really meant. So now we thought, okay, we got him. He said this, He must know. We'll ask him. He'll tell us. We'll do it. We'll get him just like that. So later on, he came into the back of the temple to hang out with us. And Ram Dass said to him, Baba, you said we should meditate like Christ. How did he meditate? So it seemed like he was about to say something, but instead he just stopped. And his eyes closed. And he sat in front of us, completely still. So still that it felt like the whole world had stopped turning. And after a couple of minutes, 2 tears came down his cheek. And then he opened his eyes, he looked at us and he said, he lost himself in love. He lost himself in love. That's how he meditated. He lost himself in love. He's one with all beings. He never died. No one understands. He lost himself in love. Well, how do you do that? If there was one reason I went to India in the first place, it was to try to find that love. And I found it. But how? How do you lose yourself in that love? How does that happen?
Wow. I just find that one really moving. So let's kind of try to process that. So he says, let's go under Maharaj-ji. How do you find God? Serve people. How do you raise Kundalini? So how do you spell that? Feed people. Meditate like Christ. He was one with all beings. No one under, he never died. No one understands. He lost himself in love. I'm gonna capitalize love. I think we need to figure that one out. So a couple things I want to look into. If you watch the last live stream, you might remember some of the frameworks we're looking at. And if not, it doesn't matter. But the thing is I need to find a way to process, or I don't need to, I just feel like I want to. I want to find a way to, by the way, I don't know if you saw the you run a Nazi sex cult video, which is hilarious. Maharaj-ji is known as a bit of a trickster. I like watching the psychology of cults, so YouTube was sharing that with me. Anyways, but I wanted to talk about this idea of not Gnostic, being Gnostic. Let me show you what that means. Those who are oriented toward a knowledge and understanding or perception and learning as a particular modality for living. That is a very nice phrase. So Maharaj-ji's presence is just something I'm so fascinated with in my life. I was not doing well in 2020. And I found Krishna Das. And ever since, Neem Karoli Baba, Maharaj just keeps merging into my life. Even when I go into different pathways, boom, I just recently got a shirt after months of kind of not being present with my chanting. And then boom, I'm at this concert and there's a random Neem Karoli Baba shirt. Yeah. And anyways, Krishna Das's Thursday night satsangs, a series of very intense dreams with Maharaj-ji, Neem Karoli Baba in them, kind of really altered my life. And I don't know what to make of that because I am not a dogmatic Hindu person. I did not grow up in Hinduism. I don't hold to a lot of the doctrines, though I do really like this book. No, I don't want. Bliss. I mentioned this a few times in the last one, but classical theism. But basically, being consciousness bliss is a referencing Sat Chit Ananda. Existence consciousness bliss, or truth consciousness bliss. This is an important thing. Now, the problem with this for me and this here is classical theism. It's not a problem. It's just not what I love. I prefer the if we could imagine, I'll create a diagram next time. But what if we could imagine a vertical axis with Gnostic at the north and agnostic at the south, and then a horizontal axis with theism to the east and atheism to the west. Like classical theism, obviously, is situating itself at the level of belief. I am situating myself at the level of experience, Gnostic. So I have had this experience where I believe that this being, Karoli Baba, based on my personal Gnostic, unverified personal gnosis, is a being, a saint, that in some odd way that I don't understand impacts my life in a positive way. And that's cool, but I want to understand that more, especially since I'm not necessarily grounded in this. So that's what we're looking at now. And a couple of sources I want to look at is Saints and Psychopaths. This is a great book. I think this is good. Because this guy is so good because he talks about all this. And he talks about people who are lying about being saints. And that's really worrying. But then, so he's more of a skeptical guy, but then the thing is they're saints, too. And I think this is something we have to deal with. When I say have to, I just think it's a good idea to look at, like the possibility of enlightenment. I mean, it's very interesting. I think especially with my work as a therapist, like just from an ethical perspective, I think it's important to look at this. And then there's another guy I want to reference, Mark. What's his name? Mark Meditation. Sorry, Mark, I'm forgetting your name. Littman? Yes. I've seen what he's posting. But this book, Meditation. Let's go to the table of contents. Go here. Um, Sometimes I don't know what he's saying, but it's very interesting to me. I wonder if Mark will come on the live stream. I'm gonna ask him. Hold on. Down to come on the live stream and talk about your ideas. When I say the live stream, I mean, I just send him that. We should delete this one because this was. I'll use that later. Okay. Great. Paragraph. But anyways. Oh, this is Saints. Sorry. We want to look at Mark. But what we really want to do is look at this goal thing. End state. Okay. There was something he wrote about saints once that I thought was so fascinating. Mastery, perfection, falseness. But there's this very interesting bottom up notion. So it's like, this is exactly right. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So, and I think Mark is really smart for this. Like, it's not, like, okay, here's an end state and I need to like check these boxes off. He's like saying, move towards, let's see how exactly he says it. Betterness, kind of. What feels better? Like, it's such an interesting thing. Or goodness. Post-conceptual meta goodness in changing in the deepest of ways. That's pretty cool, I think. Yes, I found it. Okay, it's these. Ramen. Non-dualism. We've talked about this. I have a new friend that works with Dzogchen. Hopefully he'll come on the podcast soon. Okay, this is where it gets interesting because this is non-self. So we gotta reconcile that with, this is something, a bunch of stuff in Los Blows, more than a glimpse now, more than a taste, stable things, somewhat overtly, I think, to look. Let's see what this one is. Pahata. Suchness. Oh, referring to the nature of reality free from conceptual elaborations and the subject-object distinction. That's going to be hard for me. We'll do it. We got this. What's this one? Oh, William Blake. Got some William Blake behind me, actually. See a world in a grain of sand, in a heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour. That's cool. Dookie? Whoa. Oh, Patti Smith also wrote a. It's interesting. Go check that out sometime. Okie dokie. Here. Let's look at the four quartets. Oh, T.S. Eliot. Interesting. Okay, let's save this. So we need. Pass lice. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, I keep going to the wrong thing. That's why. I keep going into Saints and Psychopaths. This is where I want to be. Okay. We want to save this. Just here. Meditation stuff. And where are we here? In the goals section. If you want this doctor sitting up. And then we also want to look at Saints and Psycho. Okay, great. That's helpful. Are there other things? Check chat. How are y'all doing in here? Pretty late. But I think some of this stuff we were covering is pretty interesting. So, what we'll do now is we will put on some more kirtan. Let me set that up for a second. Give me a moment. I've been listening to a lot of Neo recently. Very good artist. So what should we listen to? How about some Shiva? Which one do I like? I like this. Okay, I'm just setting up my playlist, y'all. Give me a second. We'll do some Shiva and maybe some. So. MP3. I want to do some. Maybe the Archie would be nice. Yeah, that would be nice. Jay Jagadish. All right. The end of our practice. Will be way too beautiful. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, just one more, y'all. Bear with me. Yeah, and I guess one thing we need to look at is studying some of the mythology behind this stuff. Because we can apply some of the work we've done on archetypes, possibly. Yeah, if it feels right to us as a community, let me know. We could look at Hanuman, we could look at Shiva, we could look at all that good stuff. So let's see if that downloaded. I'm just setting up my, yes it did. Okay, this is gonna be lit. Maharaj-ji. Okay, y'all. We will enter into about 30 minutes, 25 minutes of practice and then say goodnight. So I'm going to get to it.
Shankara Namah Shivaya. Girija Shankara Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Girija Shankara Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shambho Shankara Namah Shivaya. Girija Shankara Namah Shivaya. Shambho Shankara Namah Shivaya. Girija Shankara Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Namah. Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Shambho Shankara Namah Shivaya. Girija Shankara Namah Shivaya. Shambho Shankara Namah Shivaya. Girija Shankara Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Shambho Shankara Namah Shivaya. Girija Shankara Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Girija Shankara Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Jai Jagadisha Hare Swami Jai Jagadisha Hare Bhakta Janon ke sankat Dina Janon ke sankat Kshana mein dura kare Om Jai Jagadisha Jo dhyave pala pave Dukha binashe manaka Swami dukha binashe manaka Sukha sampatti ghara Sukha sampatti gara ave Kastamite tanaka Om Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Swami Jai Jagadisha Hare Bhakta Janon ke sankat Dina Janon ke sankat Kshana mein dura kare Om Jai Jagadisha Hare Mata Pita Tumma mere Sharan gahun ki sakhi Swami Sharan gahun ki sakhi Tum bina aur na duja Tum bina aur na duja Asha karun jisaki Om Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Swami Jai Jagadisha Hare Bhakta Janon ke sankat Dina Janon ke sankat Kshana mein dura kare Om Jai Jagadisha Hare Tumma Purana Paramatma Tumma Antarayami Swami Tumma Antarayami Para Brahma Parameshwar Para Brahma Parameshwar Tumma Sabake Swami Om Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. Bhakta Janon ke sankat, Dina Janon ke sankat, Kshana mein dur kare. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Tum karuna ke sagar, tum palan karta, tum palan karta. Main sevak tum swami, main sevak tum swami, kripa karo bharata. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Jai Jagadish Hare. Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. Bhakta Janon ke sankat, Dina Janon ke sankat, Kshana mein dur kare. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Tum ho ek agochar, sabke pranapati, sabke pranapati. Savidhi milun dayamai, savidhi milun dayamai, mako men kumati. Jai Jagadish Hare. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. Bhakta Janon ke sankat, Dina Janon ke sankat, Kshana mein dur kare. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Dina bandhu dukha harta, tumhara rakshaka mere. Swami tumhara rakshaka mere. Apne haath uthao, apne haath uthao, twara para tere. Jai Jagadish Hare. Jai Jagadish Hare. Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. Bhakta Janon ke sankat, Dina Janon ke sankat, Kshana mein dur kare. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Vishal vikar mitao, papa haro deva. Swami papa haro deva. Shraddha bhakti barhao, Shraddha bhakti barhao, santan ki seva. Jai Jagadish Hare. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. Bhakta Janon ke sankat, Dina Janon ke sankat, Kshana mein dur kare. Om Jai Jagadish
Thank you, friends. It was nice practicing with you. Let's see. Many thanks to Maharaj-ji, Hanuman, Krishnadas, Ramdas, our friends and teachers, and our satsang, our community. Let's serve people, let's feed people, let's try to